Listen, in what ways do good men push women away?
Oh, by having 3 rules.
Actually, let me reword
no. What was it?
In what ways do men push good women?
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. My fault. Let me reword this. In what ways do men push good women away?
Okay,
There we go.
Which y'all 3 Fs? Which I said was friendly,
Fit and friendly.
friendly, fit, and feminine. Feminine, fit, and friendly.
That's pushing y'all away.
That's they 3 Fs, right? So imagine coming into somebody's shit and they like, listen, bitch, you gotta be friendly, feminine, and fit.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Daily Wrap Up Crew. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, The Real Y Eli. Shoot me a DM. I swear to God, I'm gonna get back to the DMs. I promise you. Like sometimes they do go to the requests, like so I don't be seeing them. But I'm gonna get back to y'all. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. It's Ace the GOAT, and here we go. I'm on that Don Julio like we in Mexico. You heard?
Okay, all right. I like that one, man. Anyway, we got some special guests. We got 2 Tiffany's in here, man. That's crazy. Let them know where they can follow you at.
Hi, I'm Tiffy Blush. You can follow me at They Scream Tiff and Tiffy's Kitchen, that Top Chef.
Okay.
And I'm Tiffany Paris. You can follow me at I am Tiffany Paris on Instagram.
Beautiful young ladies. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And I'm gonna let y'all know before the show they was talking their shit, so I expect them to have that same energy. I'm just saying.
Energy.
Listen, before we get into these topics, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Join the membership, the second YouTube channel.
Dailyrapupcrew clips, yeah.
And listen to the podcast audio every Tuesday, 6 a.m.
Early in the morning.
It is early.
And cop the merch. I mean, we out here.
Oh yeah, Daily Rap. Yeah, that's exclusive. Y'all not gonna get that. Like,
I mean, hit me up. I mean, I'll work out a deal for you.
Yeah, we gonna pause. Listen, first question, right? Do y'all like to have sex with the socks on or socks not? Would you like yo, nah.
I can't do it with the socks on.
Nah, I'm fucking with yo. Cause she said no sex questions. So I'm like, yo. All right, listen. What lies do men and women tell themselves that keep them single? And you know what? I was thinking about this. Let me just start this off real quick. I do got a couple, right? The main one I hear is I'm single by choice. You know what I mean? That's the lie that they keep. Y'all can say it's not a lie, but it's for sure a lie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, men and women, they say that, and it's a lie to me. In my experience, it's always a lie, right? Someone that will love me for who I am, that's a lie. Nobody's gonna love you. If you got to make those type of changes in a relationship, I think people say that when they have these, toxic ways about them, so they just want somebody to accept it instead of them changing and being a better person. So it's like, yo, somebody gonna love me for me. No, you got toxic ways. Maybe you should, reevaluate yourself and go back into the dating pool, right? I need someone that's gonna match my energy, right? I hear people that's gonna match my level, I should say, not energy, because there's someone like that. Match my level. I feel like that's a lie people tell themselves all the time, men and women. Mind you, it's not just exclusive to women, it's men and women. And the only reason I feel like it's a lie because not everybody is going to be able to match you on every level. Like, you know what I mean? It's just impossible. You get what I'm saying? There's some people that's going to match you on some levels and they're not going to match you on the others, but that don't make them any less compatible with you or for the relationship to go any better. And I hear this one often, and it usually is one-sided. But I hear I am the prize a lot from women, you know what I mean? And I feel like that mentality keeps some women single. Like, you know what I mean? So what excuses or lies that people tell themselves that keep them single to y'all?
I don't know if it's lies, but I just feel like people feel like dating is just like superficial. Like there's no way to achieve what you want in another person in all aspects of like your personal wants and needs. Like you have to be able to fulfill some of those yourself.
Right.
And people decide that no, they want to find that in a partner and the partner has to fulfill that. Right. But they're not truly happy. So there's no way that you can date or want to date or feel like you're the prize in any kind of situation when you truly don't know yourself.
Gotcha.
And I feel like that's what made dating. They're looking for something that's not there. They're looking for someone to pick up in everything that they lack instead of trying to figure out how they can improve, and then date somebody of a stature that is also working on themselves.
Okay.
You nailed it. Like
You ain't got nothing else to say.
nailed it. Like here's nothing. It's nothing more.
Got you. Ace, you got anything to add to this?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna find the perfect person is what people lie to themselves about, because we human at the end of the day. There's nobody perfect on the earth, you know what I mean? So if you're searching for the perfect person, you're gonna be searching forever, for real. So I think willingness to compromise is what a lot of people lack, you know what I mean? You gotta understand that if you got 10 things on your list, if a person is in 8, that might be the person for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
8 out of 10 is not a bad score.
Exactly. Especially if you gotta have your non-negotiables. You know what I mean? And once they hit those, you can compromise them little things. You know what I mean? And be happy. So
listen, I got another one. I just thought about this.
Yeah.
You know, we always talk about that Sierra's prayer, especially with women. God gonna send me that right man. That's a lot of women tell themselves off there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, my thing is
they gonna be delivered like UPS.
like it's Amazon Prime, and they gonna go right to your doorstep. You know what I mean?
Gonna be here in 2 days.
Yeah, I think even with that, I don't think. You know, I think you got to still put in the work. You know what I mean? You still got to still put yourselves in environments to meet those quality of men that you want. You know what I mean?
But do you feel like that's only women? Because I feel like that could be men too.
I don't know. I think women is more so the ones that be in the house thinking, hey, you gonna find me. Men be out there, they be in the clubs, they be at, you know what I mean, grocery stores
Y'all
looking
not
for their
looking for
woman
no
and shit.
commitment in the club.
Huh? What you said?
No commitment in the club.
I mean, I hate to hear that, because if me personally, I don't know how everybody feel about
Get to it.
I don't know how everybody feel about the club. I've heard what you're saying. I've heard rhetoric about what you're saying. Now, I mean, like if you meet somebody in the club, but me personally, if you meet somebody anywhere and you feel that genuine connection with them, I'm gonna give them that chance. Now,
But so tell me how you gonna find that in the club when y'all listening to music and dancing? What are y'all really talking about that y'all feel that genuine
but
connection?
after the club, y'all don't plan a date. Like y'all not trying to. You know?
Yeah, we exchange information.
After the vibe.
My last shorty I met in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Made that your shorty.
Huh? Yeah, that was my girl. That was my girl. I couldn't hear you, but I met her in the club.
All right.
Yeah, and we actually ended up in a relationship for
how long?
about 2.5 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was actually my girlfriend. That's what I'm saying. And I met her in the club. I seen something in her that
Light on? Was the light on? It's a lot.
What did you wait? Hold on. What
Was
did
the
you
light
see
on?
inside of the club? Like, what did you see in her inside of the club?
honestly, she was just vibing by herself, chilling. I mean, she wasn't trying to do too much. When I tried to talk to her the first time, she fake curved me.
Okay.
I ended up seeing her after the club. I'm like, yo, so what we doing? Like, you gonna let me take you out sometime? That's how we end up exchanging numbers. We went out on a date, find out, where her values, where her head is at, and I felt like this is something I could move forward with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because that's important. Because once you realize where their head is at, then you got to see where their head is at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Double back though after she rejected you?
Because she was the baddest one in the club that night. I ain't gonna lie to you. So.
Baddest in the club. She was sitting by herself. That's crazy.
And she just happened to be
the baddest
she
by
just
herself.
she just happened having a good head on her shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So
Is she gonna remain nameless?
yeah, she gonna remain nameless.
Shout you out, girl.
But shout out to my bro because he's a black man and he was faithful. He didn't cheat. Like, so shout out to my bro.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
Why you broke up?
Why we broke up?
Yeah.
It was issues with the communication. Our personalities clashed because we was both. She was very much a dominant figure. I mean, I'm very much a dominant figure, so our personalities clashed a lot. She was.
How long did you realize the personalities clashed?
If I'm being honest with myself, I would say in the first couple months, but I tried to make it work. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would say she was somebody that very much needed reassurance. I wasn't somebody that was good at. I had no idea about reassurance. I felt like if I was doing the right thing, it would show eventually. But she needed that reassurance. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I learned in that relationship.
I appreciate you taking accountability, man. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't take accountability. They probably say she crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was perfect, but you was taking it.
Yeah, I was the perfect.
I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just to go back to the whole, God is going to deliver that right person to me. I think that the only reason I say is more on the women's side because number one, women do tend to be much more religious or attend church in much more of a mass than men do. Like, you know what I mean? So I normally, we in Atlanta, you go to a church, ain't nothing but women in that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and most churches, the congregation is mostly women. Like, you know what I'm saying? They would talk about there's a lack of men in churches nowadays. So I don't really hear men because men understand that, you know, work without faith is pointless. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we know we have to pursue that woman that we want, or we have to do the courting. Like, God is not just gonna be like, here's a baddie, and she got the best personality, and she's nurturing, she's like, you know what I mean?
We more the pursuers. They feel like the pursuers gonna break in their house and be like, "Hey, girl," you know what I mean?
Right?
So that's another thing too. So
Listen, let me get to this next topic. This topic seems to be on everybody's mind. We got to talk about toxic relationships. So recognizing toxic, recognizing toxic signs, right? Because, you know, a lot of times men and women, after the relationship is not going their way, then they start to say, well, this person was toxic or they had toxic traits. So when do you start to recognize these toxic traits, would you say?
I think we recognize it in the beginning, but we try to ignore it. You know what I mean? You want to see the best in this person, but that red flag is
those red flags are like Six Flags, right? For sure.
And then you like 2 years into the relationship, and you like, damn, like, damn, I
talking about me?
That shit. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I'm saying, damn, I should have never went there, right?
Well, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts, Tiffany? Well, how do you recognize toxic signs in somebody?
I mean, people do things about you when they care about you. So I feel like if you're dating a guy and he's just like not showing you he's interested or caring, and y'all are already been intimate or feel like y'all been on this ride for a while, and he's doing shit like, why would you still want to fuck with him? Like, why? Like, if he starts doing weird shit off the bag, he not answering his phone at night no more. Like, he not calling you, seeing what you want for lunch. Like, I mean, like, come on, what's going on?
Okay. So, I'm assuming you guys have dealt with toxic men in a relationship.
Definitely.
Okay. What's the most toxic thing you said a man ever did in a relationship with you?
Oh my God, he threw away my fucking Balenciaga bag, y'all.
He threw it away?
He threw away my hourglass bag.
Why?
Why? Blood clot ball.
Why?
That shit cut me. Yo, talking about, I'm about to.
Why?
Why? What did you do?
Why?
Him to throw away your bag.
I didn't even do nothing.
He just woke up one day and say, "I'm gonna throw away this fucking bag."
I didn't do nothing. Like I fibbed a little. You know, I told a little white lie.
You fibbed a little.
I fibbed. Yes.
What was the fib? What was the fib?
We were arguing. You feel me? I had some bread. And he was like, "Yo, send the bread." And I was like, "I spent it," but I obviously didn't spend it. I was at work, and the fuck?
So
I was at work.
So you felt like you spent it on that Balenciaga bag?
No, nigga. I already had my Balenciaga bag. The Balenciaga bag was hanging on the back of the bag. Mr. McComo went back gone. Mr. What the fuck? I'm like, where's my bag?
Yeah.
This nigga looked at me and said, "Oh my God, I think the house got robbed." I put, "Oh my God."
He said he got robbed?
I think the house got robbed.
Oh, nah. So wait, how did you know that he threw it away? Like, when did he tell you that? He told you.
And the fucking said it mad me head. It mad me head. I couldn't sleep. I was like having nightmares, y'all. I'm like, yo, listen, just tell me. I won't be mad. Like, you know, what happened to the bag?
He told you?
What happened? He was like, yo, I threw it out the cab window.
Damn.
I'm like, just out the window.
Yo, imagine somebody just walking just randomly like, oh, a Balenciaga bag. What the fuck? Let me pick this up real quick. Like, my girl was just asking about this shit too. Like, yo, like I said, dust it off real quick. Like, yo, I mean, that's.
He even tell me until like a day and a half later, y'all. I went looking for the bag. Crying.
That's crazy.
I'm over here trying to think of what toxic.
Tiffany.
She really was sad. She called me like, really? He threw away my.
You broke up with him? You broke up with him?
Oh my God, y'all. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Damn. Mission accomplished. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Tiffany, what's the most toxic thing a man ever did to you in a relationship?
What's the most toxic thing?
It's been a lot. I'm over here trying to think.
Oh, it's a lot. God damn.
I'm trying to think about which one is the worst one.
All right. What's the first thing that's popping into your head? Go ahead.
Okay, so he stole my car.
He stole your car.
I was just gonna say he stole my kid. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo.
He stole your car.
Stole the car.
Stole my car.
Why?
Because, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't.
You know she lying.
I did
like,
not
when they
do
say that,
anything wrong.
Mhm.
So he did nothing wrong.
Let's just say he stole my car.
Mhm.
It took me 2 days to get it back. He told me where it was at, and I got my car back. But that was very toxic of him.
Why did he steal your car? Is what we asking you. Like, what
Was he paying for the car?
What was the cost?
Yeah, he definitely was paying the car note.
I don't say he ain't steal.
So wait, it was his car.
No, it's my car.
No, it was his car. He was letting you. He was letting you.
drive.
No.
The title was in whose name?
In my name.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it was my car.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
But he was paying the car note.
Yeah, he helped me. A little bit.
He helped you or he was paying it?
He was giving me,
Give you the whole thing?
Yeah.
I like how you said, yeah.
But why did he take it though? Because he ain't taking it for no reason.
That shit remind me of that.
No.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't wilding for no reason.
Wait, what?
Okay, what's the most toxic shit y'all did?
Well, no.
No.
Not doing
We
that.
gonna get
Not
to the
doing
bottom of
Okay.
it. But we gotta know why he took your car first, though.
He took my car because, I basically did some crazy shit.
Oh.
And
Like what?
I'm trying to remember. I did some crazy shit.
What
and
did you do?
he found out and he was like, okay, bitch, you're not going anywhere.
What did you do?
What did you do?
You can't talk about
Did you have sexual intercourse with anybody?
I did not.
Okay.
But I kind of hung out with, a friend.
Oh, okay.
Your friend or his friend?
No, not his friend.
Oh,
Definitely not
okay,
his friend.
okay. Hung out with a friend. The same guy friend you told him not to worry about. That's the friend you talking about?
No, oh my God. Look at where you guys are going.
Yeah, do you guys remember This Is Live?
Uh-huh. You still messing with him?
No.
Oh, okay. It's the past. Like, this is the
Of course
past.
not.
The past. Like, it can't be held against you.
All right.
Like,
Of course.
how? You still talk to him?
I do.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
He's still paying my car note.
So wait, no. I really want to know what's the most toxic shit y'all did. Because I feel like you got real deep. You. Yeah.
Nah, I don't do toxic shit.
Nah,
honestly. Like,
you're a liar.
yo. Listen, the next topic we're gonna get into, like, nah, but
Toxic shit?
I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think.
Go ahead. We want to know.
I don't know, cause I'm really.
You feel like guys don't get toxic?
Now,
I'm
I
not
don't
saying-
feel like
yeah.
that. I'm just not. Me personally, I'm not a toxic.
Yeah, I don't got time for toxic shit. Like,
What's the worst thing you guys have done in a relationship that y'all feel is maybe not toxic at this point? Right?
I'm really not a toxic nigga, so I'm trying to think. Like, I'm like, nah, I can't really think of nothing. I'll come back to you. How about that? Let me
These
think about
niggas is lying.
Correct.
it.
Lying.
Shout out to all the non-toxic black niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, yo.
I mean, but,
Listen, in what ways do good men push women away?
Oh,
Do
by
so.
having 3 rules.
Actually, let me reword
No. What was it?
that. In what ways do men push good women?
oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. My fault. Let me reword this. In what ways do men push good women
Oh,
away?
okay, that makes
There we go.
Which y'all 3 F's? Which y'all said was friendly,
Friendly.
friendly, fit, and feminine. Feminine, fit, and friendly.
That's
Yeah.
pushing y'all away.
That's they 3 F's, right? So imagine coming into somebody's shit and they like, listen, bitch, you gotta be friendly, feminine,
And fit.
and fit.
It sounds like a man with standards. What's wrong with that?
Don't
Like, yeah, I ain't used to niggas with standards.
Don't-
Like,
don't-
yo,
It's not even, I'm not used to niggas with
Don't
standards.
y'all got y'all standard?
Imagine.
I definitely have a standard.
All right, so what's your standard? Tall.
Let's not get
Tall.
Above what? Above what?
6 feet.
Okay.
but it's actually justifiable because she's.
Oh my
she's
God.
tall over-
She's 5'11".
Now,
Yeah.
we told y'all.
Oh my! It's not a joke though. It's not a joke.
Nah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
She's
yeah.
5'11", so it makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes
Tall.
sense for sure.
It definitely is a good tip.
Wow.
He has to be business savvy
So you got money. Translation. Mm-hmm.
and
How much?
a whole lot.
Okay, there you go. All right. And do you feel like you missed out on some good men with these standards here?
Somewhat.
Okay.
I mean, are they good if they don't meet the standards? Because that's what y'all
Yeah,
just
and that's
said.
another thing I was getting ready to say.
what I just
Women don't consider a man good unless he's making money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could be good in every
No,
aspect,
niggas don't
but
know
if he ain't making
It
money,
does.
they're not gonna look at him as a
Y'all
good
never
man.
seen that movie? What's that shit with Taraji?
What's
Oh,
With the man
maybe
where she
me.
was waiting
Yeah.
for the Acrimony, where she was waiting for him to get the come up, and then he got the come up and dissed her. Pushed it to the curb.
Tyler Perry shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She worked hard with him.
That happens. Like, I mean, I'm not.
That happens regularly.
I mean, when women get money.
But she left him though.
She didn't believe in him.
Like a nigga.
But no, she didn't.
I mean, he was acting like he was on shit.
All right, but that's her fault.
That
But
is-
that's an example.
Why ain't fight for his relationship?
But
Face, get out.
wait. So you leave me. I come up and you spin the block when I come up, and I'm supposed to take you back?
No, I said, why you didn't fight for the relationship in the first place? If it meant something.
Nah, you would.
Yeah, that's what she wanted to do. That's what she wanted to do. Now she got to have to live by those words. Stand on business. She's standing on business. I'm gonna stand on business. That's
how you putting the accountability on the man when she left him. How you putting accountability on him?
Because it was a strenuous relationship. He could have kind of chased her. You know, he could have put a little effort in, like, baby doll.
Man. So if you can't take me in my lowest, a lot of women say this. You can't take me in my lowest. You can't have me in my highest.
Drizzle.
Like,
Drizzle.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Drizzle.
They
Right. So she stuck with it, and then she was like, "No, I'm not doing this no more." And then when I'm up, I'm gonna find somebody that's on my.
That don't fucking know you and they're gonna take half your money. And at the end of the day,
Is that what happened?
that's usually the story.
But is that what happened? You watched the movie. You watched the movie.
Oh, now she fell asleep. Like, now this shit got boring all of a sudden. Like, you know.
He was in a happy relationship. Taraji tried to come back and kill his ass. That's what happened. And he still took care of her after she tried to kill him.
Yes. How the fuck?
So you saying that
But my fault. Get back to the movie. He was taking care of her even though it wasn't together. I watched that shit. Yo, he took care of. He made sure he sent her money.
How many times you watch that shit?
One time. That's why I didn't watch that shit. He took care of her even though they wasn't together, and she still tried to kill the nigga. Like, what the fuck?
she tried to kill the nigga?
Yeah. She tried to kill.
I mean,
tried
I
to-
that part.
Yeah, and she tried to kill his new wife.
Yeah, she tried to kill.
Yo, the female
Off
ego.
that-
They always talk about the male
Yeah.
ego. The female ego is kind of crazy.
Yep, that's crap.
That shit was crazy, but yeah.
But go back to the original
Topics,
topic,
yeah.
right? In what ways do men push good women away? I really want to know this.
You said family.
Them having standards.
Them
push-
having standards.
I'm not saying no standards. Come on, don't even twist it like
That's
that.
a standard.
Y'all
though.
know, y'all bust that on us. You feel me?
You what?
What? I was like, what y'all like, and y'all was like, oh, she got to be friendly, fit, and standard, and feminine.
Well, I said fit was relative. I mean,
No, baby. Come on, let's not do that.
But so you felt some type of way when he said that?
No. I was saying he had his 3. He had like a list of what his perfect 3 would be. So she got to come. You got your list. She got to hit 1, 2, 3 to fuck with you, right? Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So what if? So that means people, like I said, dating is superficial. Because if she don't hit the 3, she don't get a chance. What if she hit 1 and 2?
The thing is, men are more willing to compromise on those
That's
3.
what I was about to say, because that's why I said fit is subjective, because I find you 2 ladies very attractive. You know what I mean? You might not think you fit. I might think that you fit right in my bracket. You know what I'm saying?
You see how he did that, right? You see how
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was smooth. That's what I'm saying. Like, rate the Riz.
Coachy back. But no, I just feel like when somebody hears those things and they just feel like it just automatically puts a thing in their head like, oh my God, he has a beauty standard.
Mm-hmm. But imagine how many women have.
Before we had this conversation, my fault, bro.
Yeah.
But before we had this conversation, did you feel that I found you unattractive?
No, I wasn't hit for that. I wasn't,
Did you feel like I found you unattractive?
Hell no.
We had a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There you go.
But the same way you felt like he was pushing, some men might feel like, well, you're pushing. Maybe you might be pushing good men away because they don't fit that height barometer. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's the same thing. The only thing about fitness and height is that one is genetic and one you could actively work on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so your weight, a woman's weight, she could actively work on that. A man can't get no higher. Like that's how God made that nigga. You just gotta accept his fate. You know what I mean? He didn't hit the genetic lottery. Like, I'm one of those.
That's
people.
a fact. Yeah. What you got to say about that?
I mean, she got to stand in as well. I don't know. People are people. Love who you love, God.
Love who you love.
You love.
You love who you love. That don't mean they gonna love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Make sure they love you more than you love them.
Oh, that is knowledge, baby.
You believe that? You think a man should love a woman more than a woman loves a man?
Or a woman, vice versa. You don't want to date somebody that you love them more than they love you.
Don't love that nigga more than he love you, sis. It's not worth that.
Wait, why not?
Because that nigga's gonna dog you.
So you don't think a woman would dog a man if he loved her? That's what the simps are. That's what we call simps. A man is one-sided. Like, he loves this
Would
woman.
y'all call them girls that would y'all call them girls?
What?
That
love a man.
Yeah.
Would y'all call them
Good women.
Good one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, quality women, like amazing women.
Quality
like, you know
women,
what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That means they go stay home and be good wives. Like,
Not stay home.
They ain't
Stay
trying to
home
be
and get cheated
outside.
on.
oh my
They gonna
God.
get.
So you feel like a good woman is a woman who stays inside?
Nah.
So you necessarily date for people to stay home?
No.
I'm not
I
saying
ain't
stay home all the time, but if you outside, you know what I mean, hot girl summer.
You correct. I was about to say. So she stopped clubbing after y'all.
Exactly. Y'all stopped going to the parties after y'all started dating?
Nah, we go to parties together.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not an every weekend thing, and she understands. If she is out with her homegirls, she understand. Like, yo, I gotta be at home at a certain time. Like, wow, homegirls are single, telling her girl, fuck that nigga, we outside. No, she like, no, I got a nigga at home. Let me go out. Let me cater to my man.
Y'all was living together?
She not in sections entertaining women.
Y'all was living together?
Oh,
You and Shorty.
nah.
So then she don't have a man at home. She's going home to her house.
Nah, she could definitely.
She could come to his house. Like, he got a place to
Anytime she
live.
want,
Like, what you mean?
Right.
She already dressed. She probably calling that nigga anyway. She probably wants some dick. Like, you know what I mean? So she gonna go to his crib anyway. So, my fault. I gotta keep it PG-13.
Right.
She's a lady.
You
She's a lady.
definitely don't.
She's a lady.
Right.
Like,
You definitely don't.
she's a lady. Oh, okay. Well, with the other Tiffany, like, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
She ready.
What's that next question you had? For this Stephanie, like,
so about selling pussy, like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, nah. But the only reason I asked that question because, oftentimes we often hear men pushing, women away and stuff like, women pushing men away and things of that nature. So we wanted to know, like, what are some things outside of the beauty standards? Like, if I'm in a relationship, what could a man do to push that woman away or make her
Be fucking cheap. Like, what's that about? What's that about?
Cheap, definitely.
What's that about?
is there no reason for him to be cheap? Like, there's no reason that you would accept. What if he's saving for a house, a better future for you?
I mean, like, if we're dating and we are saving for a house, it's not you just saving for a house. You're saving for a house, right? That's how that goes, right?
I see you,
I
Tiffany.
feel like if you're dating somebody and they just fucking cheap, like,
Yeah.
how'd that go?
So what's an example of a man being cheap then? He ain't buy you that Balenciaga bag. Like,
That's not. I need that.
That's crying. No.
So you make that nigga buy a bag?
Don't talk about. I told you.
Don't break that up.
You should have put that in the agreement.
So edit that out. Like,
Yeah, like I should have said that.
Nah, for real. What's the example though of a man being cheap?
I mean, just regular shit. Like, y'all be making all these comments. Oh, you need to do your hair. Oh, you need to do your nails. Like, okay, so
Pay for it.
where's the money?
Wait,
Where's the hair, baby? Go do your hair and nails.
There was a thing not too long ago about cheap dates to take a woman on, and obviously Steakhouse was Cheesecake Factory's on.
Yeah.
Is we in Atlanta? Is Waffle House an appropriate first date?
Hell fucking no. You
Is
crazy.
Waffle House a
The
date?
Waffle House, I'm not from Atlanta, baby.
Yeah.
So Atlanta's, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm from New York. But no, why the fuck would you take me to the Waffle House? That's the after hour spot. That's the Sunday brunch spot for the white people. Like, that shit is crazy.
Correct.
Waffle House be jinking like all the time. Why would you take me there?
I mean,
What you wanna eat? You don't
I
want to
mean,
eat nothing
Got
good.
some great food in there, like, you know what I'm saying.
Maybe,
Waffle House got some.
What they got?
They
at
got
Waffle House
some
that you
food
like?
when you are drunk.
That's a fact. They got
First of
sober
all,
you up
I'm a
food.
breakfast guy, so I can eat Waffle House whenever, like, you know what I'm saying. So I probably keep their business.
Waffle
on.
House is dead. Man.
Waffle House is definitely not a date.
Yeah, no.
It's not a date.
Why would you take a girl there?
Because we gonna
What
be
does that
vibing.
say about what you think about her?
The conversations
You
you're
obviously
gonna be
after
having.
the club, right? Because I know
Yeah,
you're
it's not-
saying, "Oh my God, middle of the day, 11 o'clock. Let's go to the Waffle House."
Yo, maybe
Yeah,
maybe.
it's a
All right, so listen.
Is that
Maybe
what you're saying? 11 in the morning.
11 in the morning?
Waffle House is open
go.
24/7.
What's
Like, you know
what's
what I'm saying? Like,
So
listen, hear me out. Let's say I took Shorty on like an activity date, like, right? We did something real calm. Maybe we went like did some
Top
archery shit or top golf type shit. You know, we already getting to know each other, we vibing, and we like, yo, damn, there's a Waffle House right here. Let's just grab a bite to eat.
Which I'm gonna eat at.
Now we get to have a good conversation, you know what I mean, over some food that we both can enjoy. You know what I mean?
Okay,
What's wrong with
that's
that?
circumstantial. That's
Circumstantial.
circumstantial to the Waffle House being very close to the Top Golf. Because I don't even see that happening. You feel me?
Man, Waffle House everywhere, like, yo.
Not my top.
They got
golf.
two on the same block, like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
Like,
but
yo.
that's what I'm saying. So we gonna leave Top Golf and you gonna say, yo, let's go to the Waffle House. Like,
Yeah.
we could eat here.
Well, you could have.
Yeah. Correct.
I'm just trying to give an example. Like, I'm
Wrong
fighting for,
example.
I'm fighting for my life out here. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, okay, say we went go-kart racing. Fuck it. We went somewhere else.
Okay.
Why would you leave that and say, babe, I'm vibing with you. Let's go to the Waffle House.
Cause I like.
So we go vibe anywhere. Like, an expensive date don't make it any less vibey. Like,
That's what y'all do in New York. Y'all just
It doesn't have to be an expensive date.
Yeah.
Waffle House is crazy.
Waffle House is.
Waffle House is crazy.
Chop cheese.
Okay.
I like Longhorns.
He said he going to the
Yeah.
store.
So
I'm going to the what? I'm going to the what?
You said the corner store, chopped cheese.
Chop cheese. Huh?
In the morning, 11 o'clock.
For Ak, like, you know, Ak.
Yo, I got a special. I need a chopped cheese right now.
That's crazy. And you saying Longhorn?
I'm not saying that I will go on a date there, but I like Longhorns. If me and my dude be chilling, me passing by
I like you.
Sounds like a reasonable.
Like, compromising. You know what I mean? She willing to, you know what I mean?
She's not superficial. She's not superficial.
There we go. There we go.
No offense, no.
Superficial.
Yeah, I like
No
that.
offense,
I like that.
You feel like I'm superficial?
No. I like that accent, by the way. Like,
Which one?
I don't know. You give me like a super bass, Nicki Minaj, super bass type of vibe.
She definitely hates Nicki Minaj, by the way.
You hate Nicki Minaj?
Please tell her to come with me to the concert,
This
please,
goes
please,
viral.
please.
Oh my God, Nikki gonna hate me, girl. Barbie, please.
Barb's gonna
I'm
get
a
you.
barb.
The Barb's gonna get you.
Shout outs to Nikki.
played you?
They flamed me. It was one
They
time.
dragged
I
her.
got a
My bad.
Why they played
I
you?
am a barb.
Why they played you? What you said? What you said? What you
I
said?
forgot what the fuck argument was.
alright.
I was under her shit like, yeah. That bumps on my page for weeks. Like, they nonstop. I
She
thought
said
I had to
Bigfoot wasn't even on that. Like, Megan got her on that one. Like,
Maybe it was
I'm
before
like,
that.
oh, before that.
They dragged her.
They dragged. They was on the. I'm like,
Don't fuck with the bars, man.
don't fuck with the ball.
Shout-
Don't fuck with us.
There are three fan groups that you can't fuck with.
Right.
That's the Barbs, the Beehive, and the Navy. To be honest, like you can't. Navy is kind of dying down. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Navy is dying down. It's been like
ain't put out no
it's
music
been like
lately.
10 years.
Yeah.
She put out some music. They all moved on to.
I'm not even waiting for music from Rihanna at this
But
point.
if you say something about her makeup, you might get some. You might get some straight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
fuck
like, you know what I'm
with
saying?
Rihanna. That's my girl. Island sings, you know, bum, bum. Nah.
Yo, we need a Bumble Cloud like counter. Like I feel like she said that shit mad.
Cloud from me too, and I'm like, fuck with the baby. Oh yeah, I said.
Listen, let me get to this next topic. Yo, hit that like button, man. Subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. If y'all agree, disagree, let us know in the comments, man.
Oh, you're not entertained.
It is kind of. I'm not even gonna hold you. And join the membership because we might have some crazy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, for sure.
Correct.
So,
Is it backstage?
Huh?
don't worry about
It
it.
could be.
For sure, yeah. Yo,
I wasn't invited.
Can you pour me up?
do you think men today are requiring? Do you think men today are requiring too much from women?
Y'all sassy as fuck.
Well, I thought we left that word in 2023. Like,
No, it came back in 2024. Resurrected, never dead. Right.
why? So how men sassy? Give me some.
Y'all be sassy as fuck.
Give examples. You just say the same shit. What's the example?
You ain't saying nothing but a word.
You saw you got an example. What's up?
It's just the way y'all be answering shit.
All right,
The way that y'all be
so you said something, and he said,
doing.
well, he said that was sassy.
Him?
Yeah.
Sean?
No, not him. No, I'm talking about you. Clearly thinking about somebody. You clearly think.
I'm-
Oh, you
wait,
thinking about him?
I'm on my sassy shit. Yo, drizzle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my soft guy era shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Not
what?
if you was on your Charlemagne shit.
Why you keep saying Charlemagne shit? Like, yo,
I'm getting like.
Oh, so Eli has shown.
I don't know what that means. He has a beautiful wife. You know what I mean? He's successful. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take it. Call me Charlotte. Like, you know what I mean?
He ain't about to be Charlemagne, man. Nobody.
Crying.
Now she would have said somebody else then. Like,
Word.
no, but yeah,
Who else?
I don't know. But
Yeah. But what's the example of sassy though? Like for real.
Come on, no.
but what are men? What are men
example is that-
requiring that's you feel like is just too much, is unrealistic? What is that?
So go ahead and finish because I think something other.
What are men requiring that is too much?
That women are feeling like that is just too much. It's unrealistic. Like,
Well, the question is what are women requiring that?
What are men requiring?
Men requiring
that's
that
too much.
that women
Yeah,
feel.
that feel women. Yeah.
Y'all definitely want somebody to treat you like you my kid, bro. Like, what's that about? Like, you want me to, like, you feel me, cook?
Like, you mean like
carry you kind of vibe?
Like Prince, you mean like Prince treatment?
I don't know. Is that what it's giving? Is that what it is?
I'm just asking if that's what you mean. Like they feel like they are.
I don't listen anyways. You feel me? It's like,
so you said men want to be treated like kids. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I be feeling like the broken men be looking like for their mother in the streets and shit. Find a girl and be like, oh, you. Oh.
Do you think that reminds you of anything like?
Ryan.
I'm just saying.
Like what?
Like I mean, like
He's basically saying women.
Princess treatment. Like
there's a lot of grown women out here wanting to call themselves princesses. Like so, I don't know why there's women don't never call themselves queens. They want to be princess. Y'all 40 years old talking about I want some princess treatment.
No,
like,
I am a queen. That's how I'm going to be treated.
Yes, queen. Yes,
queen, princess, whichever the title fits.
No. It's different. There's a difference.
A princess and a queen is two different titles.
One has responsibilities and one doesn't. Like you know what I mean? And that's why I think a lot of women want to be princesses.
I mean, like I could be a queen with princess qualities. Ooh.
No, you can't.
You can't. Why? Could you imagine being the queen with princess and you got princess? Like who's more? Nobody listens to the princess.
That's a lie. Princess got mad shit.
Yeah, from the king and the queen. Like, yo, like the queen, like, yo, whatever the queen and the king, like, whatever she say goes. I mean, but the queen and the king got to say that.
But that's the problem. Women want to be queens, but they want to have the responsibilities of a princess. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, my opinion, I feel like men don't require that much.
Okay.
And if a woman requires the same thing, then
which is not that much.
That.
See, I'm gonna catch you right now.
No, wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Hold on. Let me run it back. It should be even because I require a lot, and not saying I'm not in a relationship, but I expect my dude to require a lot too because I can't fuck with a nigga that fuck with basic bitches. You see what I'm saying? So he gotta require a lot because I require a lot as well.
Okay.
So
you want a man that gets other bitches? Like you want a man that has the option to get other bitches that turn you on?
Correct. Because why would you want a guy that don't get no bitches?
Right.
So then you're gonna be upset when he entertain them other bitches too, right?
No.
Y'all want the nigga that's handsome that could get all the bitches, but you don't want him to actually choose the other bitches. That's what you're saying.
You don't want a man that no girl looks at. Like,
right.
Why would I talk to a guy that's not attractive?
Right.
Or that nobody wants? Why the fuck do I want you if nobody else wants you?
Because he got other qualities that is successful for a long-term relationship.
Back to y'all top three. He ain't passed the fitness check or the feminine check or the friendly check.
But that's not your requirement.
You want a feminine man? That's what you want?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
The way around, I just twisted it.
She just said that she don't care if you fit or not.
No,
and I'm pretty sure you don't care if you fit or not if you got that bag.
No, them niggas be ugly sometimes.
Yeah, but you want to exactly. So you will settle. You will lower your standards in the attractive area because he has money.
But
I have one friend.
But do you care? But do you care if he fit or not?
I like fat niggas.
Right, you said that. Do you care if he fit or not?
I like
You like the bare belly? Don't
I like what I like.
There you go.
I don't like a bare belly.
So what you
let
like?
that go. Why would you
like?
say that, Ace?
So what you like then?
I'm just saying. I like what I like.
Can you elaborate?
Personality, your body don't matter.
That's
correct.
Right, exactly.
My brain.
So men
like
and women have different standards.
Yeah.
So you can't say that's the
y'all
same.
going for a beauty standard. I feel like females don't go for that so much. I guess maybe a height requirement, but as far as like looks go,
correct.
You make a bitch laugh, like you got her.
Yeah, but just like y'all put money at the top priority when it comes to men. Men don't put money, but we don't even give a fuck about y'all money at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So again, we got two different levels of standards. He gave you 3, right?
Right.
Which I thought was reason. That's 3.
What's yours? I know you.
Hold on. He gave you 3. But when you ask women the same thing, they'll give you a list. Like, it's like a fucking laundry list. That shit rolling over there, down there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, don't act like I'm lying.
What's your top?
Am I lying? Yes or no? I'm gonna give you if you yes or no. Am I lying?
I mean, my shit not no laundry, no toilet paper roll.
You're not a laundry.
She said little toilet paper roll. like yeah.
She like just a laundry receipt. That's it. Like I mean,
What's your top 5? Because I feel like you got 5.
I want a woman that's loyal, a woman that's feminine, a woman that's fit. You know, and fit is subjective. Like it is subjective. No big backs over here. No offense to my big backs. I got respect for y'all for sure.
natural,
Not sharp,
natural.
like natural women. Oh,
Natural what?
So she got a BBL. You can't date her.
Oh, I wouldn't date. I would fuck the shit out of her, but I can't date her. No.
If she got a baby BBL, her chances are slim.
No, you said natural. I thought you was talking like as far as makeup, but you were saying natural.
That too. That's all. That's all in natural.
Natural.
Yeah.
So as far as body and
Hair, makeup, body. Yes, all that shit.
take the hat off.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with her. She trying to play you real quick.
Okay,
Yo.
you can't come out without
Take the hat off.
He pulled it off.
Now take your hat off. Now take your hat off. Like,
David, what's so funny?
Is that a piece? Is that a piece? Can we take it off? Can we take it off? Oh, okay then. All right then.
Okay, don't.
We ain't gonna do that.
We not gonna do that, but we can do that to me though. We can do that to me though.
We be getting catfish by the hat. Don't say that.
We be getting catfish by the wings.
No, it's not like that. Because you feel me? It's like that.
I cannot fuck with y'all. Y'all is crazy.
Yo, you see the double standard, right? Like she pulled me out.
That's crazy.
That was crazy. Like you feel me?
I just want to say she has long hair up under there. Okay.
Don't talk about it.
Pull that shit off.
Yo,
Let me see.
Okay, what's the Ross face?
Y'all gotta come for my best friend like that.
Nice.
I'm a nice
I
person.
thought you was a nice person.
You know, I'll be just joking. It's just
It's a little jokey joke, right?
Listen, man,
I'm not fucking with y'all.
we do got to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for being on the show again. Let them know where they can follow you at.
I am Tiffany Paris on Instagram.
And you know, it's They Scream Tiff on
Still
Instagram
wanna
and
see under
Tiffany's
that
Kitchen
wig.
Top Chef. Ace, let it go. Let it go.
Join the membership. Y'all might see it. You know, I might snatch it off.
I'm pulling it off right after this.
That's it. What I told you about this? It's a disclosure. This is not happening.
Yo, wait. First of all, Big Bro laughing. Now you got to tell his secrets. Now, what happened in Puerto Rico? What happened in Puerto Rico? Join the membership.
I would never do that to him. I love Jermaine so much. Thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, already.
I got to bring my best friend.
Shout out to the Tiffany.
For sure. Hey, I drove all the way out here, man. That was dope, man. I
Appreciate y'all.
Where y'all was coming from?
Why are you talking about business?
Crying. We weren't that
Why
far.
the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what that for?
No, we weren't that far.
Oh, so why you said it like that?
Oh, I don't.
He said it was a drive. Though.
Yeah, it was a drive, like for sure.
I'm telling my business.
That's not your business. He ain't say where it was coming from.
Word.
I live in Stockbridge, y'all.
I don't even know what that is. But again, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button if y'all didn't already like. Subscribe if y'all didn't subscribe. Write down in the comment section what was your favorite part. You know, was we tripping? Was they tripping? I don't know. Let us know in the comments.
Tell me if y'all want to see her without the leg. You know what I mean?
For sure. Put a one in the comments.
chat if y'all want to see that shit.
Like, it's just about to be
You know what?
like that's the
We
vibe.
are definitely gonna come back on the show
Happy
again
birthday.
with our real hair.
With the
Yeah.
real hair?
With the real hair, because we got
the bare,
long
the bare
hair.
face too?
Bare face
Challenge.
pretty bitch.
No, the no lashes? No lashes?
No
No lashes?
No, ladies, holla at me.
Okay.
Gush Cosmetics, you feel me? I did. In the white
Challenge has been issued. Challenge accepted. That's what I like to hear.
Put the lashes on, ladies. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna do that to y'all, man. I ain't gonna do that.
Yo, Keem, let them know the second YouTube channel.
You know what I mean? Dailyrapupcrew clips. You know what I mean? Tune in.
Appreciate y'all.